Hey y'all, Brian Oxley here. I'm gonna play a little quick game of cage ball. It's a game I've been working on for year and a half, something like that. Um, it's and I've done other videos. I think I did a video back in December talking about it, talking about the inspiration for the game. And just real quick, I mean, not entirely, but so many of the ideas and mechanics are from Keith Avalone from Play Games. In a lot of his games, regular games, the Fury games that he has, things that he's talked about on his some of his Game Lab videos, I've used in this game. So I won't go too much into all that and how the game works. I think the game, when I start playing, you kind of see how it is. But basically, the game is set in Mad Max apocalyptic times. Um, it's a game of three on three basketball. Each team has four players. There's only three on the court at a time, so the fourth guy's kind of abstracted in um, to help the game play better. Um, it's the court is I'm imagining they're playing in like old rundown arenas, and for the craziness of the apocalypse, and I guess the safety of the players, there's a steel cage surrounding the court from the fans, in different levels of cage. Sometimes stuff can get through, as maybe we'll see in thrown from the fans onto the court. So um, okay, so am I? While I've been playing, messing around, testing, I've got all kinds of players. I got this big stack of players. I won't go too deep into. I've done some seasons, how I'm doing that. I think I've explained that in other videos, but um, basically, six teams of four. Um, there's three pools, and each pool plays a season, and the winner of each pool um, plays in a championship series. So I just went through and just randomly picked uh, guys for these three teams. I found these sleeves with the different colors to kind of keep them separated. I went back and forth on uh, if like these should be just set teams from season to season or mix them up every year, every season. What I've been doing is I keep the teams together that made it to the finals and then repick for everybody else. So, but these are just, I'm not in a season or anything. So these are just teams that I picked out of, shuffled up and picked out of a stack. Um, so I'll put those down. And these are the fat cards. I did shuffle them up. There's 81 fat cards. Use 40, or I've been during kind of messing around. I use 40 cards. Technically, you could probably just cut the stack in half, but I'll go ahead and 4, 6, 20, 3. Okay, 40. I think that was 40. It's not a crucial, but it'd be exactly 40. So put that there. Um, so to kind of mentally see the game, um, I'll first of all roll to see who gets the ball first. I do 1 to 4, 5 to 9. So the gold team is going to get the ball first, and 1 to 6, and they're going to be going this way. All right. So basically, the gold team is going to start with the ball. Going to flip a card. They're trying to score against this team. It's a let's see. First of all, if they score, Then they're going to take the ball. In my mind, they don't even have to take the ball out of bounds. They just take it out of the net, and they're going to try to go back across half court to face these guys. These guys would only be able to stay inside the 3 point line. They couldn't like get up here to try to hem them in. But so make it, take it, try to get it the other way. If they miss, there is no rebounds. It's just a miss, and then the red team would take the ball out of bounds, trying to do the same thing against the gold. So I think you see how the game works once we start playing it. So try to keep the score up here so we know where everybody's at. I'm used to like marking down, Jet has the ball and then kind of going through that. So I'll try to do it without marking stuff down and just mark down the points here. We'll see how it goes. All right, so these are two-sided. So anytime you flip, you're going to be reading this top result. And the first thing it says, the ball is stolen unless the player has slick. Well, Jet has slick, so he's going to get a 3 point shot. So each card is rated. They have three offensive, could have up to three offensive qualities and three defensive qualities. They have a 3 point shot rating using a 12-sided dice, and they have a 7 point shot rating, and they have a dunk rating. So on a 3 point shot, which Jet has on this card, I'm going to roll the dice, and if it's between 1 and 8, he's going to make the shot. I'm also going to roll this Fury dice that has a triangle on one side, two squares on two sides, obviously, and three circles. And if he makes the 3 pointer, and it also comes up the symbol of his dunk, then we will go to another mechanic in the game. So first we'll see if he can make it. And he gets a 2, and he gets a circle. So he made the shot. It wasn't a dunk, but he gets the 3 points. So gold will get 3 points. Anytime, like in this situation, Smash was on defense. He didn't get the stop. So he's going to rotate to the bottom. And now we're going to pick another card to see if gold can get the ball essentially past half court and go against the blue team. So on these cards, there's if I call it attacking. If you're attacking, you're reading this, and if you're trying to clear the ball, going this, out of your zone, then you read the bottom one. So see what happens with gold here, and they get an easy clear. So essentially, somehow they manipulated the ball. They got the ball out of the basket quick after Jet made it, and they got it past half court, and now they're going this way. So Jet's going against Iron Bar. So let's see what he does here. And we have a rough check. We didn't roll for a rough. There are referee qualities and referee things that can come up. This is just my chart I threw together to come up with what they call. There's a referee can have three qualities. He can be blind, he can be rigid, he can be a showboat. And then there are a couple results on here where it's a free for all, where you're just going to disregard any foul calls. It's just nothing gets called. It's just play on. So see, I got a 2. So our referee is rigid, and I even came up with a bunch of names if you wanted to see who. And we got Grime is the official today. Okay, so defensive foul check. So we're going to roll 12-sided die, and we're going to see where it falls on this chart. And we get a 5, and it says foul if the defender has a defensive quality of red, and this is where the defense quality is up here. Green would be they foul less, yellow a little bit more, red a little bit more. And there's some results on the cards where a player with a red quality would block the shot and go the other way. So it kind of evens out a little bit. But more than likely, a red player is going to foul more. All right, so we got a 5. It was foul if red. He is not red. So it's if no, he's going to get a 3-point shot. So again, just like he did last time, Jet's going to roll. Needs a 1 to 8, and he got a 2, and again he got a circle. So again, it's not a dunk, but it is 3 points, and gold has 6 points. And now they're going to move this way. Iron bar is going to rotate, and we'll see if they can clear it out. And again, uh, they're able to manipulate their way into the attacking zone against red. So Jet with the ball, and this card I noticed on a couple of these cards when I printed out, I had these backwards, so it's actually this one. So it says a 3-point shot or 3-point or 7-point shot. You're going to use the player's best rating. Um, for this one, there's some that have better ratings, one way or the other. Um, Obviously, 8 is better than 6. So Jet's going to take a 3-pointer, and he made it. And again, it's a circle. So Gold's doing okay. Their Jets got him out to a 9-point lead here, and he's trying to. It's an easy clear if the offense doesn't have slick. Well, he does. On this card, you don't have to read much farther. He has slick. If he didn't have slick, and the defender had vice, it would get stolen. And even if he hadn't had slick, Dagger doesn't have vice, so he would have cleared it anyway. But that's that card. So they're on the attack here. Open 7-pointer unless the defensive player has clamps or cover. Well, Hollis doesn't have clamps or cover. He only has vice. So an open shot means that the player not only gets his range, so Jet will get 1 to 6, but if it's an open shot, they also get, if this comes up a 12, it also goes in. So, um, Jet's going to roll for a possible 7-pointer. He needs a 1 to 6 or a 12 because it's open, and he makes it. So he's on fire right from the start. Obviously, the ball's getting passed around, but Jet's scoring the points. So let's see, easy clear. If offense doesn't have sick, well, he does. Obviously, we just went through that. So ooze is going to rotate. Stolen if defender has vice. Smash doesn't have vice. If no, it's an open 3-point shot. So now Jet's going to get 1 to 8 and the 12, possible to make it. And he gets the 12, and he gets the square. So, wow, this is a pretty good start. So he makes the 3. It's a dunk. So now what? Well, um, there's a panel of judges on either end of the floor, and when someone dunks the ball, uh, they're going to give them a score. Um, Pretty much 3 to 12. So I'm going to roll the black die. If it comes up 1, 2, or 3, they just get the 3 points. The dunk wasn't that great. You're going to get the 3 points, but nothing more spectacular. Any other number, and that's how many points it's worth. So we'll see what he gets. And he gets a 5. So now they're up to 21. Smash is going to rotate, and they're going to get it out on the easy clear. And we have an unusual result. Okay, so I have a couple charts of unusual results. I don't know how unusual they are for a apocalyptic 3-on-3 basketball game, but they're pretty crazy, or can be. So here's the charts. I have you're gonna roll this die to find out a triangle and square. You're gonna read off chart A, and a circle you're gonna read off chart B. So first we'll see what chart we're using. We're gonna use chart B, and then there's 20 results on each chart. I'm gonna roll the 20-sided die to see which one we're gonna read, and we get 7. And 7 says the defensive player, which is Iron Bar, is hit by a rock or a brick thrown from a fan, and the offensive player gets an open 3 point shot or an easy clear. All right. So let's first see what Jet does with his open 3 point shot, and he makes it. He makes it. It's not a dunk, but he gets the 3 points, so they'll get up to 24. Um, it says rotate the active players and flip new fact. Well, before that, we need to roll the cage die. If the result is a square, the the player hit by the brick stays in the game. If it's not a square, he's out. All right, so he would be out of the game. So Iron Bar would be taken out of the game, hit with the brick, unfortunately for him, and Blue. Um, we do rotate the player. They already essentially rotated with him being out. So um, you can play with 3 players, down to 3 players. I won't go into what happens if they get lose another guy unless it happens. I might talk about it at the end, but we'll keep the game going here. So it's an easy clear for Husk. Skip's going to rotate. And now another unusual result. So roll this. It's a square, so we're going to be off A. And it's a 16. Let's see. It was a 16. So offensive player, Husk, slips on oil on the floor. The defensive player steals the ball and gets an easy clear. All right, so Fang steals the ball, gets the easy clear. Husk rotates, so now Red has the ball. And Fang is going to get an open 7 point shot unless the defender has vice. So he has vice, so it's not open, it's just a 7 pointer. He won't get the bonus, the 12 bonus. And he makes the shot at a 1-4. And he missed it. Okay, so Fang misses. Hollis gets the rebound, or is going to take the ball out of bounds, is the active player. Fang's going to rotate. Now Blue has the ball, trying to clear it out, and they do. So Dagger's going to rotate. Hollis with the ball, and another defensive foul check. So we've got a rigid ref. We're looking at result 7. It says it's a foul if the defender's AF, which is up here, their intensity to foul, is 7 or more. Well, Skunk is a 7, so he's going to be called for a foul. So when that happens, you get called for a foul, your team loses a point. So Gold is going to lose a point. They're down to 23. The team that got fouled, which is the Blue, Hollis is going to get to take a bonus shot. So let's do that first. So a bonus shot is essentially an open 3 pointer. So his 3 point rating plus the 12, and if he makes it, it's worth 5 points. And it's a 6, so he missed it. All right. So he misses the shot, bonus shot. He's going to rotate, and then because Gold fouled, now Blue is going to be going this way. So you not only teams get penalized for making the foul, but now they got to wait all the way if this team goes back to even have a chance to get the ball back. So Blue has the ball. Stolen if defender has vice. He does not. So it's an open 3 point shot for Ooze. He has a 1-5 or the 12 because it's open, and he has a square for a dunk rating. All right, so it's an 8, so he misses. Smash has it. Ooze is going to rotate. Now Red has the ball trying to get it out, and they do. Rotate. And use the best rating, 3 pointer or 7 pointer. His best rating is the 3 pointer, so he's going to take that. He has a dunk rating of a circle, and He needed a 1 or 6, and he didn't get it, so he misses. So Skunk has the ball. Smash is going to rotate. And we have another unusual result, which, if I stop here, a lot of unusual results built in, because I think that's part of what I like about the game is the craziness that can happen. I didn't want it built into the cards. I wanted it something extra. So we'll see which. So we're gonna go off chart B, and we're gonna have result 2. Um, all right. So defensive player, this is Scorpion, is hit by a rock thrown by a fan, and the offensive player, because he's on a clear, gets an easy clear. So we'll do that first. It's gonna move like that. Um, Rotate the active players. So we're gonna at least rotate Skunk. Um, and roll the cage die. If the result is a circle, the player hit by the rock stays in the game, and if not, he's out. So we'll see. Scorpion needs the circle to stay in, and he's in. Okay. So he's hurt, but he's going to stay in the game, and Blitz will have the ball going this way. And he's going to get an open 3-point shot. So 1 to 4 or a 12. And again, he missed. So Hollis has the ball. Blitz is going to rotate. And they're going to get an easy clear. So Jet will rotate. And Hollis is going to get an open 3-point shot. And he's 1 to 5. And he gets 12. And he missed it. So Scorpion has the ball. Then rotate. They're going to clear it out. Um, 3-point shot unless the player has slick. Well, he doesn't have slick. If he did, um, he would create an open 3-point shot for the next player in the stack, but he's not. He's not slick, so he's going to take a 3-point shot. He's 1 to 8, and that's not an open shot, so the 12 doesn't count. So he missed it. So Husk has the ball, and Scorpion will rotate, and they're gonna get the easy clear. They're on the attack, so it's an open 3-point shot unless the defensive player has vice and clamps. Well, he has clamps, but he doesn't have vice. Skips. So Husk is going to get an open 3-point shot. He's 1 to 6, and he missed it. Rotate. And defensive foul check. Okay. And we get a 4. And a 4 says, is the official a showboat? Well, he's not. So he'll get either an open 3 or an easy clear. Well, he's trying to clear, so he's going to get the easy clear. So skips with the ball on the attack. 3-point shot unless the player has slick. Well, he does have slick. All right. So he's going to create an open shot for the next player in the stack, which is Hollis. So Hollis is going to take an open 3-point shot. He's 1 to 5 or 12, and he gets the 12 and he gets the square. So he made it, and it's a dunk. So let's see how much the dunk is worth. It is worth 9 points. So blue on the scoreboard, they get 9. Dagger is going to rotate. Blue is going to try to clear it out, and they do. Open 7-pointer unless the player has vice. Well, he doesn't have vice, so he's going to get Hollis is going to get an open 7-pointer. Not the greatest for 3-point shooter, but he's going to take it. 1 to 4 or 12, and he missed it. So Blitz has the ball now. And it is stolen unless the player has handles. Blitz doesn't have handles. So Ooze is going to steal the ball. Blitz is going to rotate. Blue's on offense. They're going to get an open three-pointer unless the defensive player has cover. He does not, so it's an open three-pointer for Ooze. 1 to 5 or 12. And he got the 1 and he got a circle. So he made the three-pointer. It was blue 12. It wasn't a dunk, but got the 3 points nonetheless. Jet is a rotate. Let's see if blue can get it out of there. Easy clear. If the offensive player doesn't have slick, well, he does. So it don't have to read anymore. He has slick, so he gets the easy clear. Defensive foul check. And we get a 7, which says, is the defender a 7 or more? Well, he's not. He's a 6. So it says, if no, it's a 3-point shot. So who's going to take a 3-point shot? 1 to 5. And he missed it. So he's going to rotate. Scorpion has the ball now. And we have another unusual result. So we'll see, we're going to be looking on chart A. And we're going to be looking at result 8. And result 8 says defensive player, which is skips, retaliates after a hard shove. Gets caught by the referee and is called for a technical foul, which is minus 4 points. Yikes. Alright, so blue's going to lose 4 points. And now the offensive player is going to shoot a bonus shot because of the technical foul. So red is going to move here. Skips is going to rotate. Scorpion is going to shoot the bonus shot, which is open three-pointer technically. So 1 to 8 or 12. And he gets a 5, so he makes it. So red's going to get 5 points. And then after any like bonus shots, the players rotate. So Scorpion's going to rotate. Red's going to keep the ball. And now they're on offense going this way. And Fang's going to get an open 3-point shot. 1 to 7 or 12. And ooh, he gets the 11. So he missed it. So he's going to rotate. Easy clear if the offensive player doesn't have slick. Well, he does. Actually, he has all three. Pretty good offensive player. Skunk is. Pretty good all-around player, to be honest. Not a great shooter, though. Open 3-point shot. So we'll see what Skunk can do. 1 to 4 or 12. And he made it, and it was a dunk. So let's see how much the dunk is worth. Wow, a spectacular dunk by Skunk. That's 12, so they're up to 35. They're pretty much going to win this, I think. So Hollis rotates. Yep, last card, and it'd be an easy clear. I've been playing, I got an unwritten rule where if they get the last card, if it's an easy clear, they get a desperation 7-pointer, and it's pretty hard to make. You have to roll. You roll these two d12s, and if they both come up the same number, it goes in. And you got a 1 and 11, so it would be no good. So the final score would be gold 35, blue 8, and red 5. And when I'm playing in like a season, how I'm distributing the points instead of wins and losses and thirds or however when you got 3 teams, the winning team would get 10 points. The second place team gets 7 points, and the third place team gets 3 points. And then it didn't happen here, but if a team doesn't score any points, or as you can see, they could have a negative score, they would get a 0. So through the 10 match season, you get a 0, that could be tough to make up. So, but so that's cage ball. There's a lot of narrative you could build in. You could have, you know, backgrounds for the players, and I have some other ideas in the works, for pregame stuff and rivals and all kinds of stuff. But that's basically the game. Um, it started out not great with gold kind of going on a run there, but that's kind of how this game can go, and it can switch really quickly. You get a dunk that's worth 12 points like blue did, or or I guess like gold did, um, or you just get that good dude cards. You can games can be a little bit crazy. So um, it's basically kind of a basketball game. Obviously, you're not going to get realistic like basketball scores like we know it. But I think it's a fun game. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Anything you think that would be cool to add, to take out, to not do, to do. I'd love to hear it in the comments. So um, thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully in the next week or so I'll get another one of these games on the table and play it out. So thanks again. Talk to you later. Bye.